So, I mean, speaking about authenticity with our writings, with our journey, I think one of the common themes has been starting to talk, but authenticity. Ne? Speaking about authenticity, on a much lighter note, how authentic do you think, this is something we've talked about, but since there's now an audience and we want to bring them into the conversation, how authentic do you think people are on first dates? Go. Yeah.
Okay, it's a random one. It's a random one.
Yeah.
I think, look, we are not as authentic as we believe we are.
Yeah.
And even with the idea of dates, what are dates?
Yeah.
For me, it's like, I don't think no one gave us a manual
Sure.
of like, this is how we are.
As far as we're concerned.
Yeah, as far as we're concerned. We don't know if. No, the thing is, I'm sure there's like people who exploited that market area. You know, you can take two people, opposite sexes, and just let them find interest in one another and form a relationship.
Yeah.
But I think there's no manual that people were given that, this is how you do it. And in terms, and speaking of authenticity, I think it's hard to be authentic when you're trying to impress the other person. So now you have to put the best version of yourself out there. Same thing. I think let's think about social media for a second. When you post something on Instagram and Facebook and WhatsApp, there are 3 different platforms. And also maybe Twitter. Your opinion on Twitter is different from,
Yeah.
And
you're kind of giving away your AG by not mentioning TikTok. so there was
and TikTok
2000 now.
I think I'm giving off my age.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there's like more of like trying to make the other person look at you or see you to come across a certain way. So in terms of first date, we are taught first impression are important.
Yeah.
But now my question would be now, like, who am I trying to impress? Why am I trying to impress them? And is it one-sided? And then I wish we had a conversation. In the future, we're going to add a woman where she's going to explain.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, explain like what's the effort that they put, and then what's the effort they expect from the men, and what's the effort that the men expect, and what's the effort they put.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're going to get like a variety of answers. But I think we're not authentic because we're trying to really move on to that next step where we can be with that person, like in terms of like dating and be in a relationship with them. We're not really thinking. We're just trying to we'll do whatever it takes to get approved and accepted by this person.
Sure.
So now first dates are more, I feel like they are more one-sided. For my opinion, I think they are more one-sided.
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes they don't, in terms of, with a woman, she doesn't have to do much but to look pretty at times. Now, it's not all women, of course. But most women will maybe put that, that beautiful dress and makeup and everything, and then they'll say that they so sorry for assuming or whatever that outfit, right?
You're also giving away your lighting style, your preferences.
Can you please?
Nah, I'm sorry, man.
So yeah, I guess maybe the image that was being put over years, that people should show up looking more classic. Yeah, classy. So, and then on the men's side, it's more of like, maybe like a nice shirt, trouser. So for me, I feel like it's one-sided because on the guy's side, he's expected to, show, he wants to put everything up front.
Sure. What he's promising, what he comes with, what he has at the moment as a person. And on the woman's side, it's like he approached because of how she was approached because of how she looked most of the part. And then the getting to know part is more of like after for him. So it's like then he starts focusing on trying to get to know, but it was mostly based on how she looked. So it's all based on how she looks. Yeah. All right, just a quick one. If you hear someone banging on my door, just know my mom just came in because this is a bedroom. Oh, right on cue. Ma? Oh, okay. Is not. All right, chop. Okay, no, that's fine. So yeah. Well, you said a mouthful there, but now I've got a question again. Even though now I feel like I'm interviewing you now
No, we have to send the question now.
Oh, on my side.
Do you want to ask first?
Let me ask first, I think. Let me ask first. So, I'm thinking, okay, so we can safely assume, most people go on first dates and at least they represent their best selves. If not, they are completely dishonest about who they are. They at least represent their best assets. So then what would constitute, because I keep hearing people say, I've heard a lot where the first date was a success. What does that mean then? Because I guess, okay, on whose side is a question to ask. But let's just think of it as, because you and I are guys, I'm not assuming here because I haven't seen your chromosomes, but I know your sis. Yeah, you look like a guy to me. I'm kidding. So yeah, because you and I are guys, when people talk of their first date was successful, what are they talking about? Because okay, maybe let me comment while asking the question. Because here's the thing, I'm more on your side as well with all you said. Yeah, people just come there. Mostly for guys, it's she pretty, and that's it. But for me, I'm taking myself out of that. That's not what constitutes a first date, and we'll get into it. Like, I guess, should we? The idea of dating for us. For us, like this whole dating, the conversation you and I have now about dating now all the time, and not necessarily how they should go, but like, why do this and this when you're only gonna get this and this information? Why? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. We'll go into it. Okay, lightly, yeah. If you're gonna be at Writings, if you're gonna be a loyal listener to our podcast, you probably will hear that around episode 7. We'll get deeper into it. We'll get deeper into it. But I'm also like, for now, what constitutes like a successful date is that I saw my red flags, or at least I tried to see them, and then I can make a more informed decision. Unlike this idea that everyone is presenting their best self and that's all you got, and you're basing your decisions based on that. And so that means for me a successful date is now a different, I guess for me it's like it means something different or to what I hear a lot, because then I hear people, they are successful, but I'm like, okay, if we know that people just put their best impressions on that first date, then how do you say it was? What does it mean to say it was successful? I don't know if this is a question, but I'm just gonna give you my. Yeah.
Okay. So what does it mean, like for someone saying that they had a successful date?
Yeah. Does it even have a meaning? Because you're already going there knowing. You're already going there knowing, like, this is what's gonna happen. Someone's gonna go the extra mile. Do you even talk about that on the first date? Say, look, I know you and I are probably gonna go the extra mile. So just say anything on that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think people don't think about it.
Yeah.
You don't think about like the predictability of like, oh, this is how it's gonna go. We're gonna look pretty. We are going to try to make each other laugh. If of course there's chances of they both like each other, or it's like one liking the other or the other one liking someone else, and they're just there for a free meal. So so let's not hope for that one. But let's picture different scenario. So they come in on this day, they come together on this day, and they both have an idea of what a successful date is. Maybe for him it's more of like, if I can make her smile, laugh, if she can give me a chance to see her another time, that's successful. Maybe le romanyan.
Not too much, just
maybe a kiss. But maybe if they're not trying to impose, just maybe to even have a second chance and a second date. Maybe for a woman, it's hard to say because I'm not a woman. I don't know, like, what's their definition of it was successful. Because now this is what I'm saying, it's one side, because she determines like if it's like successful or not. If he finds it as successful, she can say the opposite and be like, he's not my type in terms of this. So now the best version that you thought you put up front is being rejected. For me, I feel like you should pack your bags and leave and like try somewhere else, because now it's like, why are you still there? Because we all agreed here that you put your best foot forward, you put the best version of yourself, or what you thought was the best version of yourself, and then this person rejected you on your first date. Now, how come you don't get to? I'm trying to not digress, because we didn't put a question to it, right? We just put what's a successful date or a day with someone. And for me, it's like, it's more likely he'll say it was a good one because he's more infatuated with the person that he's with, because he's not paying mahala. He's there, he's paying because he's impressed. He's trying to make a first impression here and to get this person to be with him. On the other side, she can say no. She has the power to say yes and to say no. And in that power, she can determine if it was successful or not. So I feel like it's hard for me to answer on the woman's side, because I don't know, but all I know is that they just have the power to say yes and no if we should proceed forward. But for a guy, I know that it's like we are put on standby. It's like an interview, and then it's like, oh, we'll call you, and then you just have to pick from the signs and hints. You have to pick them up, because I don't think she'll be more direct. I don't think she'll be direct with her answer of like, oh, I had a success, unless she's more vocal and more open, an open communicator.
You having a topic in mind?
Yeah, I'm not gonna go for it, because we